Hi folks, this is a little video of me painting a set of rear discs for an EP3 Civic. Rough principle will apply to most brake discs, and as most people know, the sort of hubs on those sides rust up. If you're anything like me, aiming for perfection, not quite good enough, so these brand new discs, going to paint the hubs, or the hub sort of side of the discs, the side and there too, and I'll probably aim to go around the outside of them. And these are obviously brand new Brembo discs, while great quality disc. They all, like most discs, will come covered in a coating of oil, really just to stop them rusting during transport or storage. So my first port of call is going to be cleaning them all with brake cleaner, wiping them down afterwards, trying to get them as clean. Do that a couple of times, and then, like any painting, it will be trying to provide a rough key. So using a bit of sandpaper or a wire brush, trying to create a rough surface, giving a key for the paint to actually stick. And obviously I'll have to mask up the actual friction surface of the disc as well, just using a bit of tape. It certainly doesn't have to be perfect, because obviously the brake pad will clear off the area, leaving a nice clean line, but you know, give the brake pad at best a chance as you can, and I'll cover up the majority of it. But there's no point in aiming for perfection and spending an hour painting it up. No real need. Leave them to dry, and that should be you good to go. And despite what some people will say, you don't need any fancy paints. I'm literally going to be using an aerosol can of Hammerite silver paint. Absolutely fine for discs. It lasts. People say you need high temperature paint. You really don't. It works absolutely fine, so it's more than up to the job. So yeah, I'll get cracking with that and go through the steps and go from there. Okay folks, time to start cleaning and wiping these down. You can see there I'm using Holt's brake cleaner. Any brake cleaner you have in the house will do the job. I quite like the Holt stuff. You can get it fairly cheap on the likes of eBay and stuff. So time to get this wiped down and have a go. You can actually just see the oil running off there. The Holt's brake cleaner stuff's actually quite good. So I'll give this a wipe down. Okay folks, rather than bore you to tears with watching me do that all day, that disc's pretty much done. I'll move on to the next one and get them both ready, and then the next stage after that will be getting the masking tape out and masking off some of the sort of friction areas for the disc and stuff like that. Another wee top tip I have here folks, you can see this bucket of water. That's my 2 tins of Hammerite sitting in there. Short story is, that is a bucket of warm water, definitely not boiling, but the idea is to heat up the paint and the can, improves the spray of the paint, and basically ups the pressure inside the can. Be careful with doing that. Keep it warm water. It certainly doesn't need to be boiling, and I'm going to set that behind me. Next stage, sandpaper. Key time for giving the paint a key onto the actual disc. So these are 2 scrap bits of sandpaper. We're not aiming for perfection. You can see 60 grit there and 400 grit. All we're doing is looking to scuff up the metal, give it a slightly rough surface, and give the paint actually something to stick to. And we're obviously only going to do that in the areas where we're going to paint. We don't need to do the actual disc's braking surface. So let's get cracking with that. As with any sort of painting, prep is key. So It doesn't need to be perfect, but do try to do a good job and a thorough job. Try not to leave any bits that are missed. Okay, on to the next disc. That's all the discs sanded up and keyed up now, so time to give them another wipe down, ready for paint. Shouldn't take too long, but really I'm looking to get off any of the sand and grit come off the sandpaper and any obviously bits of metal. See the sort of stuff that's coming off now after the sandpaper. Okay, that's one cleaned up and on to the next. Okay, time to start into the masking now. Just covering up all the bolt holes and stuff like that. And obviously the centre hub hole as well. Nothing fancy, just a bit of Scotch tape to clear up all the holes. That's really the idea in that, is just to stop the paint coming through onto the hub bit of the disc and causing any issues. Again, as mentioned, it doesn't need to be perfect. So that's done, and try and cover up the hub hole as well. Go, that's that bit covered up, and now for the disc mating surface here, friction surface. Again, this doesn't really need to be perfect. Okay folks, that's the taping done. You can see the right hand disc. It's a much neater job than the left hand disc, but as mentioned, it doesn't need to be perfect. The brake pad will wipe off any excess bits of paint. So that's me pretty much ready to paint. You can see there I've given the discs a sort of third wipe down there just to be 100% sure there's no oil left. But that is them pretty much ready to paint. I'll probably move the camera off to the side a bit more so I don't get the camera paint covered in paint. And as you can see, I'm going to be wearing gloves, and I'll also have a mask on me as well, so obviously you don't want to be breathing in any paint fumes and stuff like that there, so safety first and all that caper. But yeah, that's me ready to paint, and I will get the camera moved over a wee bit further away, but you'll get the idea anyway. Okay, ready for the first coat of paint. I'm just going to use up the remains in an old can, which suits anyway, because the first coat you just want to create a sort of guide coat, a very sort of light coat of paint, really just to get things sticking to the metal or surface first. So I'll close over my mask and give the first sort of light coat now. Okay, that's the first coat down. Well, you probably can't see perfectly. It's a fairly light coat. There is a few missed bits, but that's what it's all about. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm roughly going to aim to get 3 or 4 coats in total roughly on these, so I'll crack on. Okay, time for coat number 2. Okay folks, time for coat number 3. Okay folks, time for the final coat now. Okay folks, that's all coats of paint on now. Just leave that for a few days drying now, making sure they're super dry and perfect job. You can see there's a couple of wee spots there, dimples. I tried to rain a wee bit there, but it didn't really come to anything, so panic over. We'll see how they dry out. It should be a-okay. No issues with the painting process at all there. I will of course put in the finished video when they're all dry, paint and tape removed, etc, etc. Hi folks, again, just as a sort of end of the video, the discs, as you can see there, have been on this car for 2.5, 3 years roughly. Painted with the Hammerite, and they've been through many track days, and you can see how well the Hammerite stuff has lasted. You really don't need the high temp paint, and it's super expensive stuff if it's prepped well. So I'm really just replacing these. I'm going to be doing a disc change and a pad upgrade, so that's the only reason they're getting changed, and I'm obviously, being new discs, going to get them all painted up and keep them. You can see there is some corrosion on them, but I mean, they've went through, as I said, many track days, so many heat cycles, and they've even been out in the winter quite a few years as well, so arguably a quick recoat, even when they're on the car every year, should be more than adequate to keep them going. But there's a real world example anyway. Hi folks, this is a little after video, just showing you the paint after it's dried there. So a few quick beauty shots as I sort of pan round the discs after painting. It's a lovely sunny day, as you can see, but I've been out in the sun drying there for a day or two. No big hassle leaving them outside, but you can see how well they've come out there. No real flaws or anything to majorly worry about that way. But the next couple of videos will be me fitting the discs onto the Civic just showing you what they look like behind the wheels, etc, etc. But that's the rough principle behind painting your discs. That should hopefully prevent them from rusting to some degree and make them look a little better. Okay, cheers.